Yo, look, this is probably one of my most anticipated listens of the year. I've been hyping, preaching, riding, whatever y'all want to call it, man. Look, I done been a fan of Don Toliver since I heard him on Can't Say. I am not a day one. Day one fans, you can have that, all right? I don't have any problem admitting when I'm not a day one fan. I was not there from the beginning. I was put on a little in the middle, and now I'm here. But I'm supporting, all right? It is what it is. It's a cool thing to me. I'm the first fan. I'm day one, day one. Anyways, man, look, I've been preaching about this album. I don't know what it was going to be titled. It's called Heaven or Hell. I've been sitting here. I've been tweeting about Don Toliver. I've been showing y'all the slow snippets. I was there on the No Idea. I've been there. I've been here for a while, hyping this man. He better not let me down because I'm going to look like a jackass if he let me down. But the one thing I can say about this project so far, it's 12 tracks, all right? It's 12 tracks. We have already heard 3 of these bitches, all right? 3 of them. And them 3 is fire. No idea, slow. Can't feel my legs, slow. Had enough, slow. All of them slow, fine. I'm excited, all right? I got my Afterparty on. We chilling. Like always, been fucking talking too much, man. We got Don Toliver. Heaven or motherfucking hell, nickel. Y'all ready? Alright, track 1. Heaven or Hell intro. You know who he kind of sound like on here on his intro with the vocals? He kind of sound like Black. A little bit, just a tad bit. Get in the comment box below if you agree with that. But, you know, we all know that Don Toliver is a melodist. You know what I'm saying? Is that a word? We gonna make it a word. Melodist. We all know that Don Toliver is a melodist, man. He is going to bring those vibes. He's going to bring the harmonizing. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my thing. That's why I'm glad the album is 12 tracks. Because I feel like we can get 12 bangers here. We don't need that motherfucking 23. We don't need that 27. We got the motherfucking 12 tracks right here. And I feel like with the production team behind him, with, you know, Travis Scott, this shit gonna bang. But he do sound like Black right there, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. If he's gonna have multiple outros, like where he's letting the beat ride and kind of switching it up and giving you kind of that, you know what I'm saying, that drowsy feel. Not even drowsy. I'm looking for, what word am I looking for, man? You know what I'm saying? Kind of just drawn out sound that kind of just takes you into another space. I feel like if he brings that on every outro, man, not every outro, but most of the outros, he might have something here, man. There's only 2-3 features on here as well. So this is basically Don Toliver doing it by himself, which I'm actually excited about because that's a problem that Travis Scott, you know, gets bashed on. Even though as great as an artist as Travis Scott is, a lot of people always complain about Travis Scott carrying too many features in his full-length projects. And they're just like, couldn't he make something by himself? Which I honestly think he can, and he does. But, you know, people are going to nitpick in 2020, 2019. It is what it is. Track 2, Euphoria. La Flame, alright? Don't clown me. That's La Flame. That is motherfucking La Flame.
Sleep alone by my phone all the time. Check my phone, already knowing this shot.
Is this gonna be a slow? Is this gonna be like one of them slow? Like that?
Euphoria. I'm drowning in euphoria. Drowning in euphoria.
There is secret lies. Leave alone, then come back on this side.
Straight up. I was expecting it straight up, but I can't lie, man. I know we all love raging Travis Scott, man, but for me, man, my favorite track from Travis Scott, well, at least in my top 3, is Impossible. If you guys didn't know, I still gotta do that throwback rodeo video, but days before rodeo and rodeo as well. But I feel like when Travis Scott is in his lane for me is when he's really dark and, you know, just really melancholy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's melancholy is a good description for that. But I feel like when he's just in that lane where he's just really, you know, in your soul, kind of just talking that shit through his auto-tune, I feel like that's when he really just resonates with me at the peak But I could be the only one. I know we all have different tastes in music, and I know you guys love y'all hype La Flame and the mosh pits and shit. But I'm just saying, man, when Travis Scott can get in his motherfucking emotional bag, not saying, you know, he has to be emotional in terms of like relationships or whatever, but just emotional as in just like, you know, sad boy shit, or just, you know what I'm saying, I'm really feeling like a dark little, you know what I'm saying, like I'm about to murk you, you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. Nighttime, you know, run it music.
Both times I guess you mad or what? Me, I guess I'm outspoken. I leave all these girls around my house heartbroken.
For real, feel that.
Euphoria.
Did she come back into
I'm
it?
drowning in euphoria.
She come back with it.
Drowning in euphoria.
Hey, there you go, motherfucking finishing it off, you know what I'm saying? Just putting the top off, you know what I'm saying? Pause. It's crazy when you think about it. Like, I always say, yes, there are some similarities between Don Toliver and, you know, La Flame. But my thing is with Donnie is he's more of a emotional singer. You know, like, or auto-tuner, whatever you want to call it. Melodizer. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I can't find the word for it. Anyways, I feel like, you know, there's definitely more harmony when it comes to Don Toliver. I feel like he uses that more to carry his song and carry his track. More so where, you know, La Flame is more high peak energy, more in your face type shit. I feel like Donnie is just going to kind of give you the sad boy type vibe. He's going to give you the I'm moving and slow. I'm in the corner with my motherfucking eyes covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pay attention to me. I'm emo as fuck. That's the feeling I get with Don Toliver when he motherfucking, you know, doing his little rap melody shit. So I think that's kind of where they differentiate. But I mean, at the same time, there's definitely similarities. But that's going to happen when, you know, your mentor is Travis Scott, and you know, you kind of just replicating your sound. And, you know, you kind of just have that template there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a bad thing to not imitate or copy, but just get a reference from your, you know, your mentors. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I did expect a little bit more faster. I did expect that going into this. But 2 tracks right here, man. Definitely loving this shit so far, man. Track 3 of Cardigan. I think this is the snippet we've all heard and we've been waiting for. Hey.
You be on my back like a
Cardigan. I can't tell you how many times I had this motherfucking snippet on repeat because I was like, I'll be on my back like a cardigan. Basic ass line, but the way he's saying it, sometimes it's how you say it. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. All right, and I speak that.
everything that you ready to ride. Hop up in my Jeep and put your body to the side. I'm in the zone.
So it's a little switch up now because it's a little upbeat. It's a little bit more upbeat. You know what I'm saying?
You be on my back
like a cardigan.
We be doing that you have everything.
Oh, that's that. Somebody loves you, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody loves you. I can't hit that shit. I can't. Somebody loves you, baby. That's from right here. Right here. Hold on. Hey man, I told you the little outros. Hold on, let me let that finish. Let me let that ride. Hold on, let me let that ride a little bit. That gotta be somebody loves you, baby. Oh, still got that corona, but we all good. That snippet is everything I expected it to be, man. Not a long track, only 3 minutes runtime, man. I feel like that right there, dog. Like it's not like, again, I understand that a lot of people are probably gonna try to dissect. Look, if y'all gonna tell me the motherfucking vibe to the artists that y'all tell me to, the Playboy Voldemort, to Lil Uzi Verts, you know what I'm saying, like the Young Nudies, you know, like artists like that, Lil Babies, just listen. Gunna's another one that I actually kind of came around to. You guys know that Gunna is my favorite artist of 2019 as well. In 2020, I still listen to Dripper Drown too. That's my guy. All right, but when it comes to sounds and, you know, listening to new age music, it's more about the melody. It's more about kind of just enjoying the vibe. I understand. I still don't like Playboy Voldemort's vibe, period. But I feel like that's exactly what, you know, Travis Scott and Don Toliver do well, man. You know what I'm saying? With the auto-tune carrying, with the production in the back, you know what I'm saying? The synths hitting. He understands in his music shit how to carry a tune and how to make a catchy beat. There's a reason why them TikTok motherfucking adapted his music, because that shit is catchy as hell. And what is TikTok all about? Catchiness, man. Come on now. Like, period. That shit is what exactly. And that's just fire. Because I thought the whole album was gonna go slow from this point. But nah, he sped that bitch up with Cardigan. Like, a little. Not too much, but he sped it up. It's not the hype that, you know, I expected yet. Because I do expect another track on here, like No Idea. But I'm gonna wait on it. We still got 5 more tracks to listen to. That's crazy. We got 5 more tracks to listen to. That's it. Next track, Afterparty. Oh, hold on. I said I need that energy, right? Corona. I said I need that energy, right? This motherfucker come back and said, I got you, bro. Damn, I got you. Let it just, you know what? Because I want to listen to that, you know what? Fuck the copyright, man. Let's listen to this shit again, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. That drop is crazy. That shit goes stupid, bro. That drop goes stupid. Man, you know what, some shit's so funny. You just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh at all that shit so funny. That guy is sweating, bro. Oh, that nigga said, what up? To the Afterparty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hold on, shit. I'm still kind of sick, man. I still got the corona, to be honest with you, but I'm still in the house. I don't do nothing anyway. I'm an anime nigga. But it's like, that shit is just so fire, bro. Burning up, inside's burning up, burning up. Okay, I pull up, Afterparty. You know, inside's burning up, burning up. Okay, I pull up, Afterparty. You in okay, I pull up, Afterparty. Man, that's a bop. Oh man, I ain't sweated like that in a minute, bro. That's a motherfucking bop right there. Holy shiza. Like, yo, is that when I pull up? It's so fire. I did not expect for him to have a track like that on here. Like, I did not expect that. Cause that's a bop, bro. That's probably the most upbeat track I've heard from Donnie, bro. Like, I feel like that's the most upbeat track I've heard from Donnie to this day. That shit is gonna be in the whip. Motherfucker, you gonna be hitting. That's that I wonder if you know. I feel like that's the motherfucking American version of the Japanese Fast and Furious, because your ass gonna get in the whip and you gonna push like 100 on the highway, easy. That track come on, you know, so I remember that motherfucker Tokyo Drift, that speed, you know, remember that shit, right? Like, my favorite scene, my favorite Tokyo, my favorite Fast and Furious, but it's like, I feel like that track right there, man, is instant hype, man. This is the reason why motherfuckers in goddamn Texas be driving reckless. I done seen them Texas videos, how they be on the freeway just be flying like we in the Matrix Reloaded and shit. Y'all motherfuckers got the Jamaicans and shit, y'all on the freeway scene and shit. Y'all be wildin', bro. I done seen motherfucking Texas motherfuckers. I done seen y'all how y'all drive, all right? It is crazy. Like, and I feel like that's only gonna make it worse because I know Houston motherfuckers love them some Don Toliver. Track 5, Wasted. Wasted. That nigga just slide. Just slide. Listen. Don't let the drama kill my vibe, yeah. No, it's real. No need no fix. It's always good. Yo. Don't get that much time in me. This is your time. Cause with your mind of me, don't walk. Wasted. It's that I miss. This sign that you miss. Oh, bro. Something wrong with you, bro. You need to go get yourself checked out. Doctor, check yourself, bro. This shit is crazy. That track went crazy. If you don't like that track, explain to me. Get in the comment box below and let me know, because a lot of y'all like to say I be dick riding. A lot of y'all like to say I be overhyping. Look, sometimes I guess I tell y'all, look, this is a biased review. Put it out. We just put it out there, all right? Biased review. You can't be mad at it. It's a biased review. Yes, I am a big fan, all right? But you can't tell me and sit there and tell me that that is not basically a radio hit slash, you know, it could definitely not be on the radio and still be kind of underground. It's a different sound. That's a vibe. That's a track right there. That's a vibe. That's something you just supposed to be in your car, drop the top two, you got your motherfucking Ray-Bans on, you know what I'm saying, your hair all floof, you got a bad bitch on the passenger side in the coupe. I don't know if y'all got a coupe, but I got one. You motherfuckers just riding that thing, you pushing it, you just chilling, you got the hand on the thigh, you know what I'm saying, and you driving. You got the hand on the thigh, and you driving. This is what this is for. So I don't understand how y'all don't like this shit, because it's crazy to me. That is a bop, all right? That is a bop. So like, this shit is crazy to me, bro. That people be like, no, that's not a bop. And look, this is the difference between a mature fan and a not mature fan. A mature fan. And a childish fan. All right, look, I'm going to tell you like this. If you don't like this track, I don't care. We don't care. I don't really care. And I'm not mad at you for disliking it. And I'm not going to come at your head for it, because it's really not that serious with a disease going around the world right now. So we got bigger things to worry about. So I don't really take it personal. Like a lot of the Kid fans in the past week, Uzi fans been really crazy about me not liking, what's it called, Silly Watch, still a trash track, Silly Watch. Decent album, trash track, that's all that people looked at was the trash track of Silly Watch, because I didn't like that. Anyways, you see the difference, all right? I like this, all right? I like this track. That track is fire. This is probably my top, that's the best track on here next to Afterparty on this album. That is fire. Like, that is fire. I don't understand how that's not fire. I am dying, by the way, but I love y'all, so that's why I do these videos. But I am currently dying. My body's starting to sweat, but I'm sweating it out, so it's cool. Track 6 is Can't Feel My Legs. I will put that at the end of the video or in the description box below. But you can also find that. Just put Can't Feel My Legs, Meami, and it should pop out on YouTube. It should be the first one. Definitely a track that I love, man. You know, I did not expect it to have that stripper aesthetic. You know, like they're in a strip club dancing video. I did not expect it to be a strip club bop. But, you know, the way he, you know, imagined it in his head, that's what he wanted to do. And that was his vision. And it became a stripper song, I guess. But I feel like it's just one of those, I can't feel my leg. That doo-doo. When that part come on, man, that shit hits. Like, you know, I feel like the production was going to be the thing that stood out for me in this Don Toliver project. And it's exactly what is happening, man. He definitely has a great production team behind him. But who would be surprised with Travis Scott? One of the top 5, if not the, you know what I'm saying, top rap artists in music right now in terms of popularity. Not saying he's the best rap album, I'm just saying in terms of popularity, Travis Scott is behind you, so you're going to have some fire ass production. I get that. Track 7 is Candy.
Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. I've been there, do it so you know I'm okay. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. I've been to the side. Save your love, save your love,
Oh, okay.
save your love, yeah.
Okay, that drop was crazy.
Living a lie. To the side. Save your love, save your love, save your love.
Hey, the instrumentation on that went crazy, bro. Like, I feel like this is just my opinion, right? I feel like that track is probably the least track that I liked out of the tracks that I've heard. But I think that's the one that's gonna grow on me. Y'all know I love me some instrumentation, all right, man. That guitar solo at the end was crazy. Like that's, you know, and I feel like when a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like when a rapper is not skilled enough, and I'm not saying Don Toliver isn't skilled at all. That's by no means. I'm just saying when a rapper cannot rap, you know, as intricate as a Jay-Z or, you know, an Eminem or, you know, just rappers in that tier, you know, then you find other ways to become an artist. You know what I'm saying? You find other ways to be creative. I think the problem is with this generation is not enough people are creative. Not enough people are trying to stand out. All right, everybody's just trying to get that bag, which is not a bad thing, but everybody's just trying to get that bag, and they're not worried about the quality, but instead just worrying about the quantity. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's like quality over quantity. In the long run, that bag will create itself. As long as your product is finesse, is finished. Like, create a solid finished project and product, and people will consume that shit regardless. If it's 10 tracks, 8 tracks, 5 tracks. Like, I just don't understand that, man. Like, it's about the long game and not the short game, but people really can't see that. It is what it is, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell am I to talk, all right? Track 8, Company. Can't have a track called Company and, you know, be behind Travis Scott. I just don't think that can happen. You know, Travis, one of the greatest songs from Drake and Travis, you know, they did that thing. All right, we can kind of slow down here. I'm cool with the slow down here.
Curving up, you might pull up in that bitch, don't swerve on it, don't swerve, left to right, it's gonna be a hell of a night.
I think this might be the one. This might be the track. Y'all know me, man. I don't have problems. I'm not worried about no 18, 17-year-old kid telling me like, hey, yeah, you don't get no bitches and you listen to slow shit. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I feel like this track right here, man, is definitely going to be the track that is going to resonate with you. And like, I'm hearing it right now. Can I just imagine me on one of them long drives where I just put, you know, $60 in my tank? Y'all get there one day, all right? You know, you just put $60 in the tank, just drive recklessly for an hour. Well, not recklessly, but, you know, mindlessly for an hour and a half and kind of just let the music play, because I feel like a lot of albums are great for late night drives and people really don't realize that until they have a setting where they're listening to it in a late night drive. They don't actually put themselves in that setting, you know, naturally. I think that when you get into a track like this, like he's just, you know what I'm saying, I could use your company. Like, I could hear that, man. And we all know, man, how it is at late at night. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had my The Weeknd coming down. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had the Dream Kelly 12 play going. I have Usher, you know what I'm saying, Superstar going on at, and, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning drives, you know, so I've been there, all right? And I love, you know, melodic shit. That's just my wave. This is my thing. It's not a bad thing to be that. Don't ever think you got to be a motherfucking soft motherfucker to love some slow shit, all right? Don't ever think it's bad to be in your feelings, because, look, I'm going to tell you like this, all right? The bitches love it, all right? And at the end of the day, when you get older, who gives a F about what the next man is doing, all right? Let me break it down to you before I continue with this video. Listen to this shit. I'm going to give y'all some tips right here. You know the whole drip shit, the drip and all that, and the fashion shit? Let me ask you this question. Who do you drip for, all right? And this is a serious question. Who do you drip for? All right? Who do you dress for? You know, why do you work out? And why do you do all the stuff to keep yourself presentable? Why do you do it? There's only 2 right answers. Actually, there's 3 right answers. But, I mean, if that's how you go, that's how you go. But there's only 2 right answers. And one of them is still kind of shaky. The one is for yourself. Bullshit. That's cap. All right? And the other one is for the oppo gender. That's really what it's for. I was going to say the S word, but I might get copyrighted. All right? You got to understand, man, that everything you do, when you want to look good, when you want to dress nice, half the time in reality it's so you can impress other dudes. That's really why people do it. And when you really think about it, it's like, why? Because at the end of the day, a female don't care about your Jordans. Most females don't care about your Jordans. Most females don't care about the L that's on the back of your shirt that says Louis Vuitton and it's just a plain white shirt. They don't care, all right? They care about either how you look, how funny you are, your personality is, or how much money you got that's solid money. Not on your clothes, how much actually blue faces and green you got in your pocket. That's what they really care about, all right? So when you all try to dress up and be like, damn, why you wearing the same white shirt and the gray shirt? Look, at the end of the day, I'm a YouTuber, all right? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all want to keep it a buck? I done met some Paris chicks. You know what? Let me just keep quiet about that, all right? I'm just saying. You're looking at it the wrong way, man. So all them people that be laughing about my drip and shit, I be laughing. I don't care, all right? Just remember, man, you're looking at it the wrong way, bro. You're looking at it the wrong way. Anyways, let's keep the track going, man. Y'all already know what I'm about to do, man. I ain't gonna waste no time with this shit. A lot of people like to complain too when an artist doesn't actually have, enough bars or enough verses, and they say they let the production carry it. I don't mind that. All right, there's a reason why K Tronada is doing what he's doing. Like, people love sounds. We live in an era where sounds is definitely carrying a lot of shit. All right, people go to motherfucking EDM festivals and house music shit just to listen to that shit for 4 hours on something. Like, it's a different era we live in. So I don't know why people are acting surprised. Oh man, you know what's crazy, bro? Like when I really think about it, I've kind of calmed down now because my heart is beating fast as shit, and I feel like I really do got the corona, bro. But you know, we got 2 tracks left because we have already heard Had Enough, and we've also already heard No Idea, obviously. And you know, 2 great tracks. So those 2 great tracks. We all know Can't Feel My Legs is a great track. I feel like there's only been one track I kind of just don't like, really. I feel like there's just one track, which is Candy. And I don't say I don't like it yet. I'm just figuring out if I like it or not because I got to listen to it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, Candy and Company both had the greatest, or not the greatest, but the best outros on the album so far. And it's like, those guitar solos are just crazy, man. Like, they hit the soul, man. Track 9 is Had Enough. If you haven't seen my Jack Boys video, man, just search Meami, and it's there, and you guys can go watch it there, man. So that's definitely one of the tracks I definitely love. Track 10 is Spaceship featuring Sheck West. Ashes on your ice on your neck, bust it down and collect. Send that money through to no red light. If I'm Christmas green, I need more M's and B's. Shaking down on a different time and payment. Alright, that might be the first track that I'm actually disappointed with on this album. Straight up. Because I feel like, well, with Sheck West, man, he's always going to superior energy. You know, gang, 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 gang. Like, that's my shit, bro. Like, I didn't like that track at first, and now I fucking vibe with that shit. But I just felt like it was a little too slow. It sounded like some Western cowboy type, you know, beat, and I really wasn't feeling that, man. I'm kind of, you know, I'm not disappointed because I didn't expect him to give me 12 straight bangers. Come on now. Who's going to give me 12 straight bangers? But so far, we're 9 out of 11, 9 out of 12. I mean, we got one more track left, so hopefully no photo. Look, no photo. If no photos is fire, this is a solid. All right, this is probably one of the best tracks of the year. I mean, best project of the year, like hands down. Track 11, Photos.
Wait, I sent your girl back home in new clothes. Yeah. Got your paparazzi get it low. Yeah. When I mileage gone, tell them about it. Price is right, then I might buy it somewhere. On the jet, I'm flying. Fuck 'em all, shawty cry. Baby, gotta pay a big guy to see me.
Gotta pay. Your ad-libs is just as important, guys. All right, your ad-libs have to hit. All right, and when you got a crazy ad-lib, look at the Migos, look at 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying, look at Travis Scott. Your ad-lib game crazy, it blows, all right? I sent your girl back home in new clothes. He sent your whole back in new clothes. You gotta show me the fade after that. I might have to show him pull up on you with a 9. You know what I'm just saying? Like, that's crazy. You can't send my girl back with new clothes. Like, after you didn't do what you did. Hell no. That's a no. Alright, man, this is the part where I review. Alright, and you can press that X button if you want to head out. I ain't got no problem with you leaving. If you want to see the full reaction, go catch it on Patreon. I'm gonna put the whole thing on Patreon before probably a couple hours because it gives me time to render the video and avoid all the copyrights on YouTube actually when I post it. So head over to Patreon. You want my playlist? This is exactly what I'm gonna do now. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm gonna put all these songs on my playlist that I want to put on. As well as, you know, if you want my playlist as well, Patreon is how to get that. Look, I'm just letting you guys know, man. I know, look, first of all, it's a bias review, all right? We're going to put it on Meami Independent. Just to make it easy, I'm putting all the tracks on Meami Independent. Put them all. Just going to put them all. I'll remove the 2 when I need to. This is a bias review, all right? I was very biased towards it, and I got no problem being biased because it's not very often where I get to actually go into a project where I'm hyped about it and, you know, I get to be just like you guys, a fan. Instead of a reviewer, I actually just get to be a fan. And, you know, not a lot of music of my taste has come out this year. And it's kind of just like a refreshing feeling where I can actually just enjoy the music. Because you guys gotta understand, as a music reviewer, as a person that does this, you know, been doing it for now the past 4 years. And thank you guys for the Patreon, by the way, for supporting me, you know, because it helps me out financially and mentally. I tell you guys that all the time. But for someone that's doing this 4 years, man, it can get a little tiring. It's a little different way you listen to music. I don't get to go into music like you guys get to do it, and you guys just get to go in there and you know, be hyped at 12:01 and then, you know, press play and, you know, kind of just go into it and then talk shit to other people and then listen to it again and listen to it again. No, I have to turn my camera on and all that. So I would hope that you guys are a little bit appreciated and understand the hardships that go through, like me and Tabby and, you know, Dylan and Sean and, you know, the people that actually do this. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard for us when you really think about it. So be a little appreciative. Anyways, man. Oh, Mallory. I don't want to forget about Mallory. You know, those are my homies. You know, it's Terrence and Terrell. Anyways, man. I feel like this album right here is solid. It is solid for exactly what it was supposed to be. You know, 12 tracks. You know, I think that you guys think it's a stigma that I want tracks or albums less than 15 tracks. No, I just prefer. All right, it's not mandatory. I get it. There's definitely a lot of albums in the past, you know, like Kid Cudi, Passion, Pain, Demon Slain. You know, that was 21 tracks, and all of those tracks were fire except one or two that I can listen to. But you know, it's just really indifferent towards. But I feel like when you are such a straightforward artist, especially a trap artist, and if you're not going to do anything else on, you could be the most versatile artist, but you know, you're gonna keep it to a strictly trap sound, rapping, you know, very upbeat type shit, or you're gonna have 12 straight melodic tracks. I get that. Like, that's not a problem, but just keep it at a minimum so we don't get really overwhelmed, you know, with the repetitiveness. I feel like this was a perfect balance, and he did have different tracks on here. You know what I'm saying? Like Euphoria, Heaven or Hell, Company. Those are all melodic tracks. And then you get to tracks like Wasted, where it's kind of just, you know, Wasted had enough, where it has that radio play, but it's also, you know, a very hard knocking vibe. You know, like, I guess that's the best way to, you know, I use vibe a lot. I'm not really articulate with my words, but I'm real at the end of the day. I have no problem admitting that. You know, you get tracks like No Photos and Afterparty. These are your upbeat tracks. These are your upbeat trap tracks. I get that's fire. So we're getting 3 tracks of each kind of setting. You know, same voice, same auto-tune, but it's just different feelings. And I feel like he hit all his targets on the mark. Yeah, I do not, look, I'm gonna be real with you, I do not think it lived up to the hype that it was lived up to, but that's because the hype was so crazy. Like, the hype was crazy, y'all. Like, people were talking about, it's gonna be his rodeo album. It's going to be, you know, his Take Care album, his My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And I feel like that's the problem now with a lot of us. You know, hypocrite myself, I am guilty of it as well, where people kind of just set this standard instead of going to the music and just kind of enjoying it for what it is and being shocked. Because I feel like if no one knew who this was and no one knew where Don Toliver was dropping a project and we didn't know and he dropped it, it was just like, holy shit, like, this is fire. And we just dropped all those expectations. It would have been even more, it would have been received more well than it already has. I personally loved it. 10 out of 12 tracks. Like, you can take it how you do it. 10 out of 12 tracks. I will go back, and I know for me, myself, Company will be replayed multiple times. Cardigan will be played multiple times. Afterparty will be played multiple times. Wasted will be played multiple times. I've already played out No Idea, Had Enough, and Can't Feel My Legs. I think that's another complaint that I feel like people will have, that the fact that he already had 3 tracks that have been out for a whole year now. And, well, not a whole year. No Idea has been out for a whole year, but Had Enough and Can't Feel My Legs have been out for a little while, about 3 months. So it's definitely had its time to shine. And I feel like that's kind of where people are complaining about it. And if you're ever complaining about an album too short, something is wrong with you, because there is not too short. This is something that I want more now. See, now I'm fiending for more. And I think that's what Don Toliver hit that on the nail, man. You got to understand, tracks like Heaven or Hell, Euphoria, while it did throw me off because it was a little slow and I thought that it was going to be just like that for the whole album. Nah, there's definitely energy on here, and it's definitely a track on here that everybody can enjoy. I don't understand if you guys dislike this. Get in the comment box below, man. If you dislike this, let me know why. I know I've been rambling. I didn't even look. This is how you know when I'm serious. All right, I'm going to tell you something about myself. When I do not look into the camera and I'm looking off, that's how you know that I'm really in my thoughts and I'm just talking. So don't be mad that I'm not actually giving eye contact. I'm talking to you guys. I do this with my father as well when I'm in trouble. Like, I just be looking off to the side, and he understands that. So I'm letting you guys know that's something personal about me. Maybe it's some kind of, like, I don't know, ADHD, or maybe it's some kind of, like, anxiety disorder. I don't know. But I just don't like looking into the camera when I'm actually in my train of thought. But just know, man, this is fire. Like, this is fire. It's being biased, but this is one of those projects that I can't really give a score because it's not fair to actual reviewers. But just know that this is one of my favorite projects of the year, and I enjoy this. Like, this, I enjoy this. And I don't care if you didn't enjoy it, but I enjoy this. All right, and that's all that really matters in music, because it's all subjective. I really enjoy this. If you liked it, you liked it. And if you disliked it, you disliked it. Let me know what was your favorite track on here. Let me know what was your worst track on here. Let me know how you feel about that Company Slow, because that Company Slow was fire. That Company Slow, the way just the melodies hit, I feel like when slow tracks are more for melodic tracks. They're not really more for fast tracks, upbeat tracks. Again, you guys probably noticed that. It's more for melodies. Slow tracks are only good with melodies for the most part. For like 90% of the tracks, it's only for slow tracks. Anyways, man, I'm rambling, man. I don't do too much talking. Again, if you guys want my playlist, you guys want my full reactions, go ahead and hit the Patreon, man. Again, I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years now. If you guys want to support me, man, it helps me out a long way. I'm not asking you to do it. You're not obligated to give me $1 or $3. But again, if you want that perk, then it's right there. Monthly, $1 in a dream. That's all I speak of. 10,000 followers. Forget the 1 million subscribers, man. Give me 10,000 raw dollars. I take that over 1 million subscribers any day of the week. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. Like always, been effing talking too much, man. Till the next time, it's been boy Dev. Like always, man, we are out. And follow me on social media on here. And yeah, thank you, Donnie, man. Great project from you, bro. I've been waiting for it, and you did not disappoint me. A little overhyped, but you did not disappoint me, bro. It was definitely a project I'm going to jam in the car. Anyways, till the next time, man, it's Boy Dev. We are out. Peace. Peace. Can you focus on my finger, bro? Peace. There we go.